What you're seeing here is the new universe designer. So as most everyone has been used to modeling and being able to create universes within business objects, now what we've actually taken is the ability to take the universe designer and really look at ways that you can understand your business better, to be able to make the decisions you need to. You have multiple complex sources of information that exist in the enterprise. There's relational data, there's multidimensional data, and what customers have actually told us is, you know what, you do a really good job with certain types of data, but when you look at other forms of data, it's not as easy, it's not as straightforward to bring information together into a universe. And we heard your feedback. We heard what you've said, and we've actually gone ahead and delivered the capability within the universes to now handle natively multidimensional sources of information, as well as multiple sources of information coming together in a seamless way within the universe. So let me show what that looks like. When you look at the capability surrounding the universe, we've created a view of universes where there's effectively a data foundation, and this is where the architects of your data, the people that are inside the plumbing of, say, for instance, how an enterprise information source comes forward, whether it be a relational or a multidimensional view, gets brought into a universe. And so here we have the data foundation layer, and you can actually see within the concept of the data foundation layer, I've actually modeled a multi-source universe. This multi-source universe actually has relational sources coming from, in this case, SQL, and we have another source of information, in this case coming from BW, relationally modeled, and integrated into the same universe. And so the way we've done this is we've actually taken capability from what's known as Data Federator, the federation capabilities that have existed within business objects, and really infused that directly into the semantic layer, the business objects universes. So as we have been able to make that capability available to really do multi-source universes, we also believe that we have to make it easy to multidimensionally model information within a universe. So let me just show a little bit more. So as I'm bringing up the view of a fully realized multidimensional model, in this case, let me just highlight a little bit more detail so everyone can see the view here. So here we have a master set of tables that are actually now organized by multiple sources of information, as well as a little bit of dimensionality exposed. I can actually see various slices of a universe, whether it be the sales orders, purchase orders, customer view, inventory management. And so here you have this real capability of just simplifying the way your data architecture is effectively organized into effective business views. We can then go ahead and expose the business layer that's associated with the data foundation that I've highlighted. So here, you might be familiar with how the query panel effectively works within business objects. So here, we've now introduced a query panel that can handle both multi-source and multi-dimensional data. So let me actually go ahead and build a query. It's always fun doing a live demo. So as I'm selecting a new query, it's going ahead and choosing the member objects from a specific data foundation. I can go ahead and select my product ID, my line items, my categories. I'll go ahead and add a little measure just for fun and refresh my data and preview it right within the semantic layer. So nice and clean, very easy to be able to expose out a business view to a data modeler as opposed to, say, for instance, someone who's handling the underlying data foundation from an architecture standpoint. So if we continue this experience, we largely now want to be able to take the semantic layer, what I've been able to show as far as both a relational set of views and multidimensional set of views being exposed, and then have our clients most effectively connect against that. So let's actually start with one of the business intelligence tools, something you're probably very familiar with, web intelligence. So how does web intelligence then go ahead and consume this information most effectively and be able to expose the semantics that I was able to model out, whether in the data foundation or in the business layer, and then expose that to how a report would run inside of web intelligence. So let me open up an existing report. And so as I'm opening up this existing report, what you're actually seeing is like web intelligence is going ahead and it's calling through and saying, okay, what are the related semantics that I have available to me? Is there any additional information that I need to be effectively pulling from various sources? And it's actually then putting into a very consistent view of our client experience. And so this is the first client or tool experience that I'm just going to show really briefly. And so here you start to see the new capabilities of the user interface immediately available. So as you can see, there's nice attachment of fold and unfold capabilities delivered right within the web intelligence screen. I'll go ahead and show a view of how we can actually incorporate additional visualizations very easily within web intelligence. So as we're showing the capabilities of showing visualizations very easily, what we've actually changed in the offering with Web Intelligence is we've fully integrated all of the charting libraries that were very familiar. So anyone deploy Explorer within the house? A few hands, anyone? So a few hands up. So as you've deployed Explorer, what you've known is that there is a very elegant way that charts and visualizations are effectively seen within the context of Explorer. Well, we said, why couldn't we just very easily be able to do those same visualizations, those same charts within the context of another tool like, say, for instance, Web Intelligence, and that's exactly what we did. So we went ahead and took that entire set of charting libraries that were available and exposed that. Just bring it up really quickly. We exposed that entire set of charting libraries that were available within Explorer and exposed that to all of our BI clients. Just show an example of what that looks like. And as you can see here, every charting element, whether it be a box plot, sophisticated line surfacing, mapping of heat maps, tree maps. Everyone's always seen the pie charts. Scatter plots, bubble charts are all now natively incorporated into the Web Intelligence experience. So this is something we very frequently heard from our customers where we said, you know what, we have the ability to go ahead and do very nice ad hoc analysis within Web Intelligence, but we don't have the ability to go and do visualizations in a very sophisticated way. So now you can see this capability of really incorporating beautiful visualizations right in the context of creating an ad hoc report. So this gives you a view of where both the semantic layer from a universe standpoint as well as Web Intelligence work very seamlessly together.